Hello friends, welcome to Data Science Lovers. In this video, I am going to tell you 5 tips to boost your data science skills. Many people give you advice on how to get started in data science, which online courses to take, which projects to implement for your portfolio, and which skills to acquire. But what if you got started with your learning journey and now you are somewhere in the middle and don't know where to go next? I want to share 5 things that you can focus on to boost your data science learning and gain more deep knowledge and skills. The first one is implementing large projects from start to finish. Most people tend to learn best by doing. That is why online courses will often teaches you a skill or concept and then ask you to implement it in a small exercise or project. So working on projects will teach you a lot. Implementing the large projects from start to finish with the potential for many pitfalls will teach you even more. If you work on a project as part of an online course, then the research question, dataset, and sometimes even the models and evaluation metrics are chosen for you. So you only need to focus on the code and implementation. However, deciding on a research question, dataset, model, and evaluation metric are actually the tricky parts. If you ever had to write a thesis as a part of a university degree, you know that defining a research question is very difficult. Whether you are a data analyst, BI analyst, or data scientist, the part of your job is to identify patterns in large amounts of data without anyone telling you what exactly to look for. In other cases, you might be tasked to investigate a specific question, but you don't have a dataset and need to think about what could be used to answer this question and how to procure it. It shows that implementation alone does not fully prepare you for a data science job. To practice your skills beyond implementation, you should develop your own project from scratch, starting with the research question and ending with the deployment. Aside from start to finish implementation of a project, the focus on large projects will increase your learning as well. Dealing with large data sets, implementing more models, and answering more questions will cause more problems and struggles along the way. Struggling can be challenging, but it actually teaches you valuable knowledge and skills. Facing a problem and then solving it by yourself is much more effective way to learn. Second is creating your own data sets. For many data scientists, modeling is the most exciting part. Figuring out which algorithm to use, implementing, fine-tuning, and evaluating them. However, as a professional data scientist, you have to deal with data collection and cleaning, which requires up to 80% of your time. If you work at a company without designated data engineers, then you will likely be responsible for data acquisition. So understanding what data is relevant for a particular research question, where and how to acquire this data, and what pre-processing steps to take is vital. You should practice legal and ethical web scraping, familiarize yourself with sources that provide existing datasets and APIs which you can combine and expand on, and transform the data for further analysis and modeling. While many portfolio projects require a one-time acquisition of data, real-world application often needs ETL pipelines that continuously extract, transform, and load new data. So turn your data acquisition into an ETL process by writing a script that keeps pulling new data, transforms it, and saves it into a database. Third one is read academic papers. When you want to get a high level overview of a topic or want to understand the basic mechanism of an algorithm, then you go to some good blog posts and websites for this. Reading the academic papers that introduce, compare, and contrast algorithms and machine learning approaches will provide you with more deep knowledge than any blog post ever could. For example, you learn why a particular algorithm was introduced, how it works mathematically, what other research and models exist addressing a similar problem, and what questions need to be addressed by future research. Moreover, reading academic papers helps you stay on the top of new developments within your field. All of your favorite machine learning algorithms and NLP models were developed by researchers and introduced in papers. Random Forest, XGBoost, GPT-3 are some examples. Other papers help in understanding which algorithm perform best in specific scenarios. With the knowledge gained from regularly reading the academic papers, you will be better equipped to explain the inner working of algorithms, choose the suitable models for your use case, and justify your decision. Fourth is writing technical blog posts. According to the Feynman techniques, explaining a topic to someone else is a great way to learn it yourself. When you write technical articles on data science, you need to understand the material in enough details to explain it to your audience. Thus, writing about data science is an excellent application of the Feynman technique. A fantastic bonus of writing technical articles is that you have a resource for yourself. You can go back to your article if you want to get a refresher on an algorithm or project you implemented a while ago. In addition, your blog posts can serve as a demonstration to employers that you understand a topic and are knowledgeable in data science in general. Finally, writing helps practice your communication skills, which is a dynamic skill for data scientists. The fifth and last tip is working with others. You may underestimate the value of working with others or for others on data science and coding projects. But your thinking may get changed when you will notice how much you can learn from others, not because they teach you many things, but because of you can exchange ideas, share your codes, and communicate your visions and progress to each other. Collaboration with a fellow data scientist or programmer, as well as solving a data science related problem for a friend or your current employer, teaches you some skills like communicating with and presenting your findings to technical and non-technical audience, solving business related problems where mistakes have real impacts, adjusting your idea and code based on user feedback. So, to get started on working with others, speak to a colleague who might face a problem that you could solve with your data and coding skills. If you know data scientists or programmers, ask them to collaborate on a joint project. Pay attention at work to identify potential opportunities where you could leverage your data science skills. So these were 5 tips for you. In the last, I will say that working on large projects from start to finish, creating your own data sets and ETL pipelines, reading research papers, writing technical blog posts, and collaborating with others will definitely teach you invaluable skills. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe Data Science Lovers.